I like cheese. Hi, it's Leo, your favourite cheese reviewer / medical student. In this video we're going to be reviewing my second cheese in this series. This cheese is actually a French cheese. Purchased it from Lidl. It's called Pont AOP. I think I've said that wrong, so I've got it on Google Translate just to clarify. I said it wrong. This cheese I decided to do my second video on because it caught my attention in the shop. It's in a wooden crate. I mean, that's already interesting. And then it's got this like red front cover with an image of some like old-fashioned housing. It says on the front, soft ripened cheese, and there's 220 grams of this stuff. It's got the French flag and it says since 1910. So this is an old cheese. It's a well-established brand. Yeah. And then a lot of just French stuff says keep refrigerated, so I mean most cheeses probably should keep refrigerated, so no different. So it's got pasteurised milk on the back, allergy advice, it contains milk, so it's a milk-based cheese. Yeah, and it just has like a return address or where it was made in France, and it goes out of date next month in February 2023, which is good. So if I don't eat it straight away, I can keep it in the fridge. Right, so let's have a look at the box, because I mean this is what caught my eye while I was in Lidl. I think it was in like the European section of Lidl, and so the box, yeah, wooden, metal staples. It's pretty interesting looking. It's got the logo and then sticker on the back with all the ingredients and information that I just went through. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think this cost me about anywhere from between £3 to £4. So it's not the super expensive cheese, but it's an interesting looking one. Yep, so I've taken the top off. It's I have to make a bit of space on my table actually. We need a bit of coffee. A little bit of coffee. So I've literally just taken the lid off. And we're greeted with this kind of cheese block inside. And some French. And then a website at the bottom that I think you can visit. But it looks like the cheese is actually packaged again in some like waxy paper. So I'm gonna open this up and put it on my cheese board. See what we've got. So it looks like you can open it from the bottom. Look at this. Alright. Well, it smells quite strong. This stuff smells strong. So this is a bit like camembert. So it's got like the mould layer on the top. It looks very similar. I presume you could put this in the oven, like make it kind of melt it a little bit. This smells really strong, so I don't want to get it on my laptop or anything because there's a bit of like watery residue. But pretty good looking. Let's get our cheesing utensils out, and we're gonna make an incision, give it a little bit of a taste test, see what we think. So it's obviously got the skin, but I presume there's a bit of a softer cheese inside, as described by the packaging on the front. This is definitely a very, very wafty, pungent cheese compared to the last one. I don't really know how I'm going about this. I was kind of just going to take a little bit from the middle. Let's actually just scoop some out. Probably be the best thing. So at the moment it's just been in the fridge, so it's quite cold, so I presume warm it up, be a bit softer. But look at that. This is definitely not going to focus. Is it going to focus? There we go, is it focused? Yeah, look at that. I just dropped it on my desk. So it looks quite soft, so I'm going to give it a taste test. See what sort of flavours come out. I'm expecting it to be quite a strong cheese. Smelly. Honestly, it smells quite cheesy, but I mean, I'm not offended by the cheese smell. yeah, it's just a soft cheese. So this is a good tasting cheese. It tastes like camembert. I'm gonna get another scoop of it out. Yeah, this tastes just like camembert. Let's try and get it to focus. There we go. Yeah, so it's basically just soft cheese. Does taste stronger than the last week's cheese that we had. Smells quite strong. Honestly, the taste, I'm not a cheese expert, but it tastes very similar to camembert. I know I'm gonna people are gonna be like, what are you on about? Because there's probably some minor differences, but I'm not picking up on them. I think it tastes a little bit more buttery, if that's even a good describing word. So there we have a little bit of cheese that I've consumed. Yeah, I'll rate that. That's good cheese. That cheese, I'd probably give it a 7.6 out of 10. So this score's higher than last week's cheese. I think there's just more flavour to it. I feel like you could be more versatile. Like you could melt it. I might be wrong if you can't melt it, but I feel like you could put it in the oven, melt it, dip something in it, or you could just eat it, spread it on something. It's quite a nice cheese, quite soft, like a mouldy outer surface, but like it's not a tough outer surface, a little bit buttery like. So yeah, the only thing, if you're not a fan of like smelly cheeses, it is a bit of a smelly cheese, but if you can overlook that, it's worth it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. So I'll see everyone in my next video.